Hey everybody, this is Crystal with 660 Photo. I just wanted to give you guys a little heads up about what's been going on, what we know about the race upcoming this weekend, Cash Days at the Hill. Limpy will be flagging, and I'm assuming everybody probably knows that by now, but if you don't, if you've been under a rock, Limpy is going to be flagging. I can't wait. There's going to be a lot of great cars there. And so what we're doing with this video, just wanted to kind of give you guys an overview of who we are. That obviously the channel is pretty new, and so my husband and I go to all the different races and that kind of thing. I'm usually behind the camera, so you'll have to excuse my lack of ability on the other side of the camera. And it makes it a little bit harder when you have a 15-year-old doing the videoing, and they're recording you, and they're making all these little faces and doing all this kind of crap to make you laugh. If anybody else has teenage children, they completely understand what I'm talking about right now. But anyway, we started this channel so that we would have somewhere to post the videos and things like that of all the races, because that's something that we really enjoy doing. We live in Tennessee, so we usually travel to Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana. We go to South Carolina, North Carolina, if I can get out of driving down 26 through Asheville, just because I get tired of running over barrels. But anyway, so like I said, we're from Tennessee, and we're here for vacation. We came up the week before, and so we're going to finish out our vacation trip with the race at KD. So we've been up here sightseeing and going to eat at the little places that were recommended to us, actually by Vicky from Old Man's Garage, and Kenny. I think we may have even gotten a recommendation from Uncle Bucko. I believe he's the one that recommended the Dairy Bar, and I love you now because I love the Dairy Bar. Oh God. We'll be going back again before we leave. But we actually drove by the old man's house, so I got to see the 64 in the backyard, so I was pretty excited about that. Got to see the IROC, just as we passed by. I didn't want to go interrupt anybody. I know everybody is really busy trying to get ready for this race, because Tommy and Billy both will be running. And I've got a rundown actually over here of the drivers that we know for sure are coming, the ones that we think are coming, a couple of rumors that we've heard, that there's a possibility this person or that person may be there. So I'm going to cover that with you too. But we came up and we did a little sightseeing, and we went to Buckeye Lake. And if you're ever in this area, you need to go to Buckeye Lake. It's beautiful. They have these nice little piers. You can go out and fish and all of that kind of stuff. And we had to stop while we were in the area to A1 Auto. We actually needed a brake light and a blind spot mirror, and so since we watch Old Man's Garage, we knew about Mark at A1 Auto, so we stopped in there and visited with him, and he gave us this little diehard hat, and he gave us several stickers. And I don't know if it's a racer thing or what, but every driver I've met, and my husband included, they want stickers from everywhere. So when Mark gave us a few of those stickers, it just thrilled him to death. It made his day. And Mark is so nice, and he actually came out to the car and made sure that the part fit right, because we were there right before they closed. And he came out to the car and helped us with it and everything to make sure that it was the right light and everything. And then on our receipt, which, y'all, we paid $4 and some change for a blindside mirror and a brake light for a 2015 Kia Sorento. I usually would pay $4 and something for the mirror, so I was extremely thrilled about the cheap prices there. If we ever need anything when we're up, that's where we'll go. But if you're ever in the area, you need to meet him too. He even autographed our receipt and wrote the chump on there. And so, but he really is as nice as he is in the videos. So if you're up here ever for a race, vacation, going to Amish country, whatever, make sure you go by and see Mark. And then we went to the dairy bar, like I said, and we fell in love with that. But what we're really up here for, besides the vacation, is obviously the race. So what is happening this weekend? A couple of things had changed. For a while we didn't know exactly what the dates and times were going to be, and they shifted a little bit on Sunday to finish earlier. I think they may be trying to plan maybe some kind of special thing for the 4th. I don't know if they're doing fireworks, but they did shift it for the racing to start a little bit earlier than they originally said on Sunday. But when they start on Saturday, the gates are going to open at noon. Chip draw is not till 7, and the racing starts at 8 o'clock. Now on Saturday, they're going to be doing the big wheel race for the kids. They're also, and I believe, isn't that Old Man's Garage doing that for the kids? Yeah, so they're going to be having the little big wheel race for the kids. And then for the big kids, we have the big tire race. They'll be doing that, tailgate, and I'm thinking Billy from Street Race Channel is going to be in the tailgate. And then they'll have the hard tire and they'll have stick shift. That's all on Saturday. On Sunday, the times for the gates are a little bit different. The gate still opens at noon, but the chip draw is at 3 o'clock, and the racing starts at 4:30 on Sunday. So if you're planning to come, I believe they were originally kind of both starting at 7. So make sure you make a note of the fact that it's going to be earlier on Sunday. Now, Sunday they'll do small tire, and they're going to do imports, modern muscle, and then they'll have second chance race for the first round losers in the small tire from Saturday. So that's what's going to be happening on Sunday. And like I said, I think they've said that they are going to maybe do something for the 4th. I think they were going to try to plan to do that. And that's probably why, I think that they shifted all that. And the weather is giving everybody a little bit of an issue too. Limpy actually posted Thursday and said, we're still a go for this weekend. Saturday looks a little moist. And apparently he loves that word. But the track says they can get it dry, so we're going to roll with it. Plan on running as long as we can Saturday evening and night. Now, if they said if for some reason they don't finish the first night, they'll start with what they have left on Sunday. So they'll go ahead and shift over. If we get rained out or anything, they'll go ahead and shift that over to Sunday and finish that up. He says, just if anybody's interested, they do have the merch booth set up, from Support Your Local Street Racer to his shirts, the OG Dead Hooker shirts, on the streets, plus other goodies, he says. And he said, stop by and say hi. We don't bite unless you ask politely. So if you want to get some merch, maybe get some teeth marks, head on over to Limpy when you get there and check out what he has over there. Now, the racers that we're pretty sure are going to be there or are locked in, we have Chris Rankin in the Conquest. I think it's named Relic, but don't quote me on that. I do get names confused when it's not mine. Billy is going to be there from Street Race Channel in the S10. And I think what I last heard was he was going to be in Tailgate. Now, I don't know if he's doing anything else. Haven't heard, but that was the last I heard. He will be there, but last I heard it was the Tailgate. But don't quote me on that part. Tommy will be there from Tommy Two Guns from Gen 2 Garage will be there with the Falcon. I love that car. Oh my God, I love that car. I just do. Sorry, I get all excited over the Falcon. And another one that I get excited about too, and I'm usually not a big Ford fan. Sorry, I know I'm evil, but I mean it's okay if it's a Ford with a Chevy motor. It's just me. It's a personal thing. Y'all don't be hating. I don't mind what you want in your car. That's just how I would have mine. But CJ Buckner in Raggedy Ann, that Mustang. Oh my Lord. Last I heard, he's coming. And Fentanyl, the Mustang Fentanyl, I think his last name is Lyons. I believe his name is Rusty. But like I said, I don't quote me on any of this stuff if I say I think, because if I say I think, it means I do not know 100%. But he'll be there with Fentanyl, and that is a badass car, and it is so pretty. Kenny Powers with his IROC, he may be there. I know they're trying to get it together where they can make it to the race, but I don't know if it's going to work out for sure. So we're keeping our fingers crossed, because I would love to get some pictures of that car. I had one as a teenager, and I'm in love with it. And it's pretty mean for what he races it in. I mean, it really is. I've seen it run, but hoping that he'll make it. And we also have kind of heard rumor there may be some Mac TV cars there, possibly, but we don't know that for sure either. I do know at least to be there to support the other racers and everything. Hustling Horsepower and Lady Gangster Racing, they'll be there. They've had some issues going on with theirs and everything, but they are coming to support everybody. So I'm hoping to be able to get together with them too. They have a really interesting background and everything with how they run their stuff and what they've been through over the last little bit. I'd love to be able to get an interview with them. If I do, then we'll have a video dropping on that too. But the last thing the last possibly coming that I know of is actually Big Chief. Now, I don't know if he will come for sure, but in his last video, or one of his last videos that he put out, he was talking about the repairs he was having to make to the vet, but that they were trying to get to cash days. So it looks like, and you can go check out his video on his channel. So you can check out his video on his channel to get like the exact details about what's going on with the car and that whole deal. But it sounds like he was planning on coming, and he was planning on bringing the vet, which makes me wonder, is he going to bring the Crow at all, or will he have it will he have it there to show, or is he gonna run both, or and probably not. He'll probably just bring the vet, but I don't know. A girl can hope. I love that car too. So, not that I don't like the vet, but I like it. Yeah, I like the Judge a lot better. But I'm kind of an old school muscle car fan, so that's the kind of car that I drift towards. But we can all dream, and we can all keep our fingers crossed that maybe Chief gets everything together and he can make it, But right now he's kind of on the maybe list he's on the maybe list until he figures out whether he can get, what's going on with the vet straightened out and parts and repairs and everything done in order to get here to Ohio on Saturday. So it may or may not happen, but we can all keep our fingers crossed. But there, whether he comes or not, there are going to be tons of badass cars there. They are going to fly. There are going to be 4 and 5 second cars. Oh my Lord. I am so glad I have the little sports setting on my camera, because the last race at well, in April at Thornhill Throwdown, we were there and covered the races and everything. That was actually when Billy and Tommy raced each other, and it was one of the closest races they've ever had. I got some killer photos of that. That was awesome. And even though I got killer pictures, the video, a lot more blurry type sections there in the video than I wanted, so we ended up having to upgrade. And so now we've got the sports setting, and I've got that on the actual photo camera as well. So I'm looking forward to having a lot more shots, and I got good ones in April. I can't wait to see what shots I get this time with the new equipment and everything. So if you guys are in the area and you have time, come and hang out with us at the race Saturday and Sunday, or either day. I really don't think you're going to be disappointed. If you like no prep racing, there's going to be all kinds of drivers there that know what they're doing, and they can definitely put it straight down the lane. And even in a crappy lane, there's all kinds of drivers going to be there that it just does not matter what shape it's in. If you get beside them, you win if they screw up. If they don't screw up, it's going to be really hard to get around them. So, going to be a lot of nail biters, I say. There's going to be probably a lot of close races, but a lot of fun stuff too, like the big wheel race. That I can't wait to cover that race. That'll be on the race video too. You know, we'll cover everything, including the big wheel race. But I hope you guys enjoyed all the details and everything, and the pictures and stuff that we showed while we were talking about all this. And I want to make sure that you know we will be dropping a video covering the races right after the races are done. So make sure if you're new, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. You know, like I said, the channel is brand new. We just started it about a month or so ago, if it's even been that long. So we're trying to get the name out there, trying to get some more subscribers so that we can, you know, do more things with the channel. Right now, it's mainly devoted to covering the races and making sure that we bring you updates and details about the races before they happen, who's going to be there, and if you can't make it, make sure that we either have a live going or we have a video afterwards so that you get to be right in on the action with us and everybody else. So like and subscribe, don't forget the little bell, all that good stuff, and we will talk to you next time here at 660 Photo. So have a good one, and we'll see you on Saturday.